say I'm arrogant. I say damn right. That's pride. Pride in the saying I am. Now tune into the big exclusive podcast available on all podcast platforms or the BEpodcast.com. Listen now or I'll eat your whole race. Oh, and you better like or subscribe or else.
Y'all heard what Vegeta said. You better like and subscribe or else. Listen, it's another Tuesday night. We got one of those epic shows for y'all tonight. We got some super dope special guests. I'm really excited to be here tonight on the Big Exclusive Podcast. Y'all know how we do, man. If y'all family, make sure y'all automatically share the stream. You know, it's always appreciated. For the new people, just know we got something special for y'all tonight. If you don't know how we do this on Tuesday nights on the Big Exclusive Podcast, we like to show love to our sponsors first and foremost. We got two brand new sponsors. One we're gonna feature tonight. The other one we'll feature next week. They're showing us a lot of love, and that's because y'all supporting. Two things though, right quick. Don't forget we got that YouTube partnership, so now you can become a member of the Big Exclusive Network on YouTube to get all the behind the scenes footage, special episodes, exclusive content that's only on the network for members only, starting with Sex Parent with Tiffany Ann coming this March. I hope y'all ready for this. And if you hadn't got your subscription, that little join button, if you're on YouTube right underneath, click that join button. Join now to get that exclusive content only on the Big Exclusive Network. Sex Parent with Tiffany Ann. The title says it all. We talking sex and transparency. We talking lived experiences. We talking experimental. We talking fetishes and everything that falls under that. So be prepared. It is not for children. That's why it's members only. So make sure you hit that join button right underneath the screen on the Big Exclusive Network on YouTube. Also, it's a merch store down there too. If you want to get merch from your favorite show, you could do so right now by clicking the merch store and shopping. You can get anything from a mug to a hat, anything you want. But first and foremost, let's show some love to Maywa by Kayla. That's Maywa, meaning luxury in Sudanese. That is the company of my oldest daughter, Kayla. She doing her 1-2. She got that bomb ass glitter lip gloss, a bunch of other lip glosses, lip balm, lip scrub. She got body mist. She got body butters. Speaking of body butters, grab that whipped and scented shea butter from Shea Harmony. All these products available on www.icraftmart.com. Locally crafted goods for us, by us, made by people who look just like me and you. Okay, so show some love to Black businesses. Head over to www.icraftmart.com. New sponsor, my man Wooda, aka Mr. 38th Street, aka my little cuz Black Wooda. That Apply Pressure Apparel coming to you live from West Philly all the way to worldwide. Applying pressure each and every place he go. Y'all see the Apply Pressure. Make sure y'all following right now, because the very first person that follows this IG link, apply_pressure_clothing_38, the first person who follow and inbox him, follow him and send him a message, said, yo, I'm here because of the Big Exclusive Podcast, will get a brand new Apply Pressure t-shirt courtesy of the Big Exclusive Podcast. Now, I need y'all to listen very clearly. Head over to the IG you see on the screen, apply_pressure_clothing_38. Inbox him a message saying, yo, the Big Exclusive Podcast sent me. He gonna let me know who was the first person who did it, and you're gonna win a brand new free Apply Pressure t-shirt courtesy of the Big Exclusive Network. So make sure y'all follow our sponsors, show our sponsors some love. We much appreciate them, because without them, we absolutely would not be able to do the podcast each and every week, and the network most certainly wouldn't run. So show some love to our sponsors at Apply Pressure, Shea Harmony, and Maywa and iCraftMart.com. Now, this week, each and every Monday, leading off the Big Exclusive Network, setting the tone for the week with the mental health expertise. You got Dominique Godwin and her sister Adarius Askew with Melanated Vibrations, applying their mental health expertise to all the happenings around pop culture. So if you want to get that mental exercise, some mental stability, some Meatball, you okay? Your food here? Well, hurry up. Make sure you guys tune in each and every Monday night to Melanated Vibrations, 7 p.m. only on the Big Exclusive Network. Of course, Tuesday night, 7 to 9, you got the Big Exclusive Podcast with myself, the Angry OG, and Comedian Topp Fliight. Thursday nights, you got the Ant Money Experience. You know if it bleeds over there at the Ant Money Experience with that vicious spotlight. And what y'all got to say about that? Don't make my man put the bandana on. Y'all know each and every Tuesday, we have the Big Exclusive Podcast, but if you want to join the Big Exclusive Network or you have a show idea, email me at therealbigexclusive@gmail.com. That's therealbigexclusive@gmail.com. To my 40 and up crew, y'all know how we like to start the show. What is hurting today? My whole right side is killing me. That car accident been fucking with me lately. But let me know in the comments, to my 40 and up crew, what's been hurting. Make sure y'all say what's up in the comments. I will make sure I acknowledge each and every one of you for saying what's up. Right now, y'all know what I got to do. I got to bring in the angriest man in the podcast game. Y'all know him as the angry motherfucker OG. What's up, OG?
Hey, now.
Boy, you got a certain glow about you. I don't know what it is, man.
I put lotion on the bed.
You nice and relaxed and shit. I
put lotion on the bed. That's why I got a glow.
So that's the lotion?
Yeah.
Oh, Lord have mercy. The lotion got you like that?
That's the shea butter I got from you.
Oh, okay. That's that.
That's the baby powder. The baby powder. Yeah.
Oh, you got the baby powder. Okay.
Yeah.
All right, salad.
You did me a salad on it, and I start wearing it.
Okay, that's why you going?
Yeah.
I don't know if I believe that, man. Speaking of that whipped and scented body butter, you got the ladies with that lick me all over, ladies. Exclusive scent, lick me all over. I tell you what, you fresh to death out the shower. You know what I mean? Put a little bit of that on, and watch your significant other do. He fitting to lick you all over. Also available, you got that hair and beard oil.
I need some of that.
You need some of that?
Yeah.
Well, guess what? This bottle's just for you, OG.
I need some of that.
You got the Harmony oil as well. You can put this on your body. It'll have your skin glowing. It is so nourishing for your skin. I don't know why the camera won't focus. I don't know.
Because it's an iPhone.
And you got the custom vegan soap as well. So head over to iCraftMart.com, pick all of that stuff up, show our sponsors some love. I most certainly will appreciate it. If you in the chat, make sure you drop a comment. Make sure you share the stream. Right now, a couple quick shout outs before we bring our guests in. Do what Dom did. She tagged followers, she highlighted, and all her friends. Be like Dom. Miss Carol Renee Brown, good evening to you. Keita, what's happening? It's good to see you in here. She said, what's up? Praying all as well. Marquita, I appreciate the prayers. Keep them coming. I also, too, pray for you. My man, comedian Tay Boogie, already with it. Tay Boogie, you know I got to give you one. This one's for you. It is my new favorite. And ladies and gentlemen, if you laugh, go ahead and put on your gasoline drawers and or bra, because you going with us. It's something about now, don't be mad, but it's something about seeing little white kids get fucked up that tickles me to death, okay? Now, don't cancel me. Don't cancel me. Maybe it's my sick, twisted humor. I'm going to save the other two, our usual ones, for our special guests, because I want to see if they laugh and see if they don't go with us. But it's something about seeing little white kids.
The bus get kind of crowded, man. The bus gets kind of crowded.
Listen, they go on with us, man. Tay Boogie, done what? You went and followed and sent him a message? Let me know if that's the truth, because I'm going to inbox him and see what's up. He going to tell me who did it first, though. Went axe throwing, my whole body hurts. That boy glistening like CD cup. I tell you, like, yo, I want to call him Bruce Leroy because he got that
No,
glow and
no, and
shit,
another
man.
thing, I'm not using that MacBook right now. I'm using my phone.
Oh shit, man! Throw that MacBook in the trash there. Lizzie, what's up, Lizzie? Thanks for joining. Appreciate you each and every week. Tay Boogie said only that one snow was legendary. I only listen, Tay Boogie. I'm gonna say that I usually give you two of them, but we got special guests in tonight, and I want them to see it, and I want to see if they laugh as well. Without any further ado, I got to bring in. We got history. First of all, you know what I mean. The first person is a legendary DJ out of Philly. I want to tell you some of his accolades, but he does this shit so well. This is what he do for a living, each and every week on the Tosh and Truuf Show, which gets, like he like to say, very disrespectful. That's why I said we're gonna get disrespectful tonight. It's pretty much they coming to take over the show. We pretty much gonna follow their lead. But the Tosh and Truuf, very disrespectful show. I swear to God, if you have not listened in to one of their shows, each one of them in their own right has done some epic shit. Like Truuf has done some, like he got a lot. Soulja Boy was like, I was the first to do this. Well, Truuf was the first to do a lot of shit as a DJ in the city of Philadelphia, especially, here's the most important part, especially with these brands. And he just didn't stop there. Truuf has lived a very, very eclectic life as a DJ slash, I'm going to let him give you the rest of the slashes because it's only appropriate. Tosh has shut down the internet a few different times. She is one of the dopest like promoters. She won't take the title as a promoter, but when Tosh throw a party, the people show up and they show out. She's done like 2 epic parties already. I gotta make it to one, but I be feeling like I'll be the old nigga at the club. You know what I mean? And I don't like being the old nigga at the club, but I'll just go hang out in the DJ booth with my man Monk because that's my man. Monk bringing the show to the network anyway, so I'll just hang out in the DJ booth with him. So that way, I'm the crate carrier. I'm the record carrier or some shit like that.
You're a hell of a hype man. I'll tell you that much.
It's what I do. It's what I do. It's what I do. Let's bring in DJ Truuf first and foremost. Truuf,
You're
what
a hell
up?
of a hype man.
Hey now. Hey now. All right.
Truuf,
All
show
right.
is yours. Tell the people about yourself, bro.
Hey man, listen, first and foremost, since that's how we got to be politically, I'm following your lead. First and foremost, I want to thank the Big Exclusive Podcast for being the one of the only podcasts I would allow myself to be interviewed on other than my own show because I'm the biggest star on my own show. Okay. That's number one. Number two, I want to thank the millions of people who pay attention every day to a guy who has no rules with his life, who has been unharnessed from corporate America to somebody who just took upon himself back in maybe 1996 to say, listen, you're either, before that term get down or lay down, when they talked about it in the movie, I was already saying it. If you're not with me, you're against me. And I want to thank everybody who chose to ride with me in the last 25 years that I've been here, putting my seed in this ground in the city of Philadelphia and the universe. Okay, and it's not just locally. We've been international. We've been through Belgium. We've been through Europe. We're taking it to the Dominican Republic in September for my first international road trip. So I want to thank you for being able to pull me out of what I was going through and saying, listen, Truuf, I got to get you on this big exclusive situation because it's got to be official coming from you. And that's what we're going to do tonight. We're going to answer the hard questions. We're going to talk about the hard subjects, and we're going to have some fun for the next 2 hours. So I advise you to share the link, share the love, because once Muy Caliente Tasha come in and we're going to start to show off, it's going to be a movie.
It's definitely fitting to be a problem. And normally we do ladies first around here, but since the fellas was already on the screen, I wanted to bring the queen in and give her proper due, give her proper time. She is hot like fire. That's why her name is Muy Caliente. It's very hot. It's very hot, very disrespectful. Salute. Let me say this real quick. Salute to our PCRadioLive.com family. Salute to them. That's the home of the Tosh and Truuf Very Disrespectful Show. Show PCRadioLive.com some love as well. Let's bring in the very hot Muy Caliente Tosh. Tosh, what up?
Hey yo,
What's up, Tosh?
happened?
it never ceases to amaze me with all of y'all. The angry look at the angry man. Look at him
What I
sitting
do,
there.
Tosh? What I do?
You didn't do nothing. You just chilling. You know, you looking all shining. You glowing.
The nigga is glowing, ain't he, Tosh? When last time you
That's
seen
the
this
big
nigga
time
glowing?
phone I got.
You glowing.
That shit ain't got nothing to do with no
Now, I don't
phone,
think
none
it
of
got
that.
nothing to do with the phone. It's something
Well,
else
That's
going on with you.
that's the big
Tosh,
time phone.
the fella's gonna take a back seat. I'm gonna give you the screen. You know what I mean? I'm gonna let you introduce yourself properly, give people your stats and your statistics and what you got going on before we get the show started. Because you
A
know,
lot.
once the
I got a
train
whole
go
lot.
off the rails, it's off the rails. All right, let's get disrespectful.
Well, I'm Muy Caliente Tasha. Everybody know me as that on social media. They know me as Tasha in, real life form. Like Shannon said, well, big exclusive. I'm sorry, I gotta say the names. Like he said, I did shut
Yeah,
down
because you
the
acting
internet.
like we known each other for 40 years. You
Yeah,
acting like
40 plus to be
40
exact.
plus years.
I know everybody on here for a very long time. But yeah, I did shut down the internet. You said
Yes, he
twice.
did.
You said twice. I only say once. I say that one time. I mean, when I first started, because I'm originally from the Lace and Stiletto show. So what we did was we combined both shows together to just have one big show with me and Truth. Somebody did get fired on their day off.
Tosh, hold on. I say twice because that very first Lace and Stiletto show,
Yeah,
like,
that had a lot of
yeah,
people
that fucked the internet up. That very first one, because I remember we had did a contest, and it was like we was trying to keep it from like it only being about popularity, but you got so many votes and so many people who step up. Like, yo, if it ain't Tosh, we don't want it. It tied our hands. We had to give you the show. And that
and
first episode was so
that right
crazy.
there, starting that right
Chilling,
there kind of
chilling.
it kind of had people not like me for what particular reason I didn't know, because it was a contest.
Right.
So my thing was is I had to, what people don't understand is I had to work extra hard than anybody that really was there. And a lot of them
Facts.
people already did, they had already did radio. I had never done radio. I just happened to one day call in like you asked me to on the show, the Crush and Roll Morning Show. You told me to call in, give your answers. You love my answers. Kept saying, Tasha, come up to the show, come up to the show, come up to the show. I eventually came up there. Then when you had the contest, I said, you know what? I'm a enter. You was like, you lying. I was like, no,
I
I'm
damn
going to
sure
enter
did.
it. You said, no, that's going to be dope. That's going to be dope. So then when I got in it, everybody was trying to figure out who was I, because everybody was voting for me. And
Right.
then you had people that was from, not, I can't say down the way because I really didn't know them like that, but I guess in the West Philly area, and one in particular that always had something smart to say, like, oh, y'all only picking her because people know her. But in the back, they did not know I had to do more than any of the people there. I had to really prove myself, and people knew me already. But I had to prove myself because they didn't want people to think like, hey, I just brought Tasha in because we know her.
Let me help you out real quick. When I say we ran Tosh through the ringer, I
The
mean because it was a fair competition. The votes was open at the same time for everybody. You just had to promote yourself. And she said, other people had done radio before, and Tosh hadn't. I'm gonna be honest, we was trying not to give her the show simply because it was gonna be so much
because
more
they
work
thought that
to
I
get
was
her
they
ready
exactly.
because she was so raw. It was like, damn, like we really want somebody who got experience because it's easier because they've been in the field before. But it was like undeniable. The people spoke, and at the end of the day, you got to go with what the people want because they're gonna come back and they're gonna bring eyeballs to not only her show, but to the network and all the other shows on the network. And we tried to make Tosh quit. We tried to make it drop
Right.
out
I'm
the
talking about
contest.
they was calling me at different times, like uh the Jew producer would call me at a certain time and ask me a bunch of questions.
Yeah.
Big exclusive would call me a bunch of times asking me questions at different times. Then after I answer them questions, Then you had what is his name? You had him calling me, asking me questions. And then after I answered all them questions, then they was coming back with more stuff. And I'm saying to myself, like,
and then you had to pass. Then you had to pass your audition and get interviewed on the DJ Truuf Show.
On Truuf Show in order to pass it, and then I took over Truuf Show.
They said, Truuf, we want you to break her in, bro. Break her in, bro.
And I was already broken in. I ain't even know.
Right.
Because Truuf Truuf Show is so wild. It was like, yo, if she could survive there, and she could hang with Truuf, and check it out. The shit worked so well, they combined to make one show. So salute to y'all, man. Salute to y'all. Yeah. Salute to, the family at PCRadioLive.com. We're going to jump to the show, but right before we jump to the show, we're going to have a quick word from one of our sponsors. Because like I said, without them, we won't be able to make this engine here purr. All right, y'all ready to get into it?
Let's get into it.
All right, so just so y'all know, I'm giving y'all a heads up. Tonight, both of you will be put on what we call the hot seat. But that's not till later on in the show, okay? And that should be fun for you guys. And I'm sure neither one of you will have any issues handling the hot seat at all. But it's just a way for, people to get to know you guys a little bit better. And all that we ask is when you get put in a hot seat, you try to be as honest as possible, or we will call
a bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit, a bullshit.
And we don't have no problem telling you to
stop the cap.
And unfortunately for y'all, we know y'all. So y'all can't come up here and bullshit. All right, we're going to start the show. Hannibal, what's up, man? Table, you said she grinded instead of getting grandfathered in. She did, bro. She earned that spot and she took it and ran with it. Lace and Stiletto show was a very dope show, but it's dope to see Truuf and Tosh get together and combine their talents and go even harder. The bull said it's go time. It is. So we're gonna start the show off. It's a video that we played before on the show, but since you guys are on the show, I kind of want to play it again to get y'all thoughts, simply because we all about different perspectives, right? And we want y'all perspective on this here video. It's two versions. We have a female version and we got a male version. All right, we're gonna start with the ladies first. Let me know what y'all think. Ladies and gentlemen, y'all can start commenting as soon as y'all feel it in y'all spirit. Y'all see what's going on, comment immediately. We'll make sure we get your comments up on the screen.
Husband store? What is this? Hello, you may visit the store only once. There are 6 floors and the value of the husband increases as the shopper ascends the flights. The shopper may choose any man for a particular floor, or may choose to go up a floor, but cannot go back down except to exit building. These men have jobs. Going up. These men have jobs and love kids. Keep it going. These men have jobs, love kids, and are good looking. Wow. I gotta keep going. These men have jobs, love kids, drop dead gorgeous, and help with housework. Oh, God. I can hardly stand it. Gotta go. These men possess same qualities as 4th floor, plus good lovers. To the top, baby. There are no men on this floor. This floor exists solely as proof that women are hard to please. Thanks for stopping by.
All right, ladies
100%
first. Tosh, what you got for us? What do you think?
I probably just would have stopped at the floor that they said had a job, because these motherfuckers don't have jobs. I think it's the age. Before I probably wouldn't even have walked in. Soon as she told me what was on there, I probably have been like, you know what? let me just exit this building. I'll give that chance to somebody else.
Right.
You know me, I probably been like, never mind. I don't even feel like playing this game. But as y'all did say, some women are hard to please. I think that it's like a stigma from Instagram and different things like that, from them seeing things and hearing things. And I think that they just want to be down. So they will pass over people that look like something, people that's trying to work to something, instead of, because they just want something fast. Everything now is microwavable. Everything.
Even your relationship. Truth,
Yeah.
what you got for us?
I think, at this point, if you have a heartbeat and you're breathing without the use of like oxygen tubes, I think you have a good chance to find a good woman out here. You really do. Because, I say you have to leave some things to hope. So you find somebody with a job. That's great. We're in the game. So now you got something to build on. Okay, we're going to get you to a point where you're going to love kids. Maybe you don't like kids. Maybe you just like money. So I got to teach you how to like kids and be a sensitive individual. Okay, maybe you're not the greatest of looks, but I'm going to start taking you to the salon. We're going to have spa day trips, baby. I'm going to soften you up, and I'm going to make you into something nice. I would love a woman to come in the game and do that to me. All right? So, I think lowering your standards a little bit to get to the higher standard is not unrealistic. But when you come in the game and your standards are so high that 82% of the men don't even qualify to walk in the building, you're going to end up single for the rest of your life, ladies. Okay? And like Tosh said, everything is microwavable. So you're only as good as the next scroll of my thumb. Okay.
Well, truth though, we can't lower them. Some people can't just lower them so much, because then you have the audacity people. You understand, like the audacity of what is you doing inside this inbox? Like, why
No,
is you
your
even
standards
there?
should match. Your standards should match your reality. Bottom line.
Exactly. No, bottom line, it should. Now, this is my thing. If I'm, you know me, I'm a workaholic. I work 2 jobs. I don't want you to come to me and you don't have no job and you don't have no motivation. Now, if you have motivation, then that's something totally different. It's like, okay, well, we're going to find you a job. You know how many people that I dealt with that was in between jobs, and I'm like, listen, I'm going to help you find a job. You understand? But then that's hard for women too, because I seen something where the girl was like, I guess it's that comedian guy, and she was basically saying she dumped him and like put him out in the middle of the night, like 2 a.m. And he
I'm
was
glad
like,
you said that.
he
Yeah,
was like,
Desi
I
Banks on
was,
Club Shay Shay.
yeah, and he was like, I was, trying to get somewhere. And she was like, what if this was her theory. What if he would have got to that place? He might have started messing with somebody that was on that level now, and he might have just left me. So I just did, sometimes we sabotage our own.
And with that in mind, I commented on a question about that Desi Banks situation, and I said that he should have been able to, one, explain what his dream was to her in the first place. Okay, give her the understanding. But at the same time, you have to lower yourself as the guy. I got these dreams, but you got to go out there and hustle, because it's not fair to her to have to finance your dreams. She's not she can only do but so much. And when these bills come in as grown folks, as adults, you have to say, listen, I understand what your dream is, but you got to go out and get a $10 an hour job to help me out. And when I commented on his post, as I've been on Facebook since 2008, and I have never gotten more comments on one thing that I posted on Facebook. I'm at 700 comments where I said he owes her adult support payments, okay, and he needs to be breaking her off for being the
But we
real
get scared.
financier of his dream. Because
But
without
women get
her,
scared. Women get
there
scared.
wouldn't be a him.
But women get scared. But then you look at what's going on of all the other celebrities that was with people, watch them go through the struggle and everything like that, and then turn around and leave them, and now they with somebody that's Hollywood. So it's hard. It's like, what do I do? Do you just walk by faith?
Your face can only pay
Women
for so
usually wait
many
at the finish
bills.
line anyway, so
You know?
they wait at the finish line for a man.
Yeah.
This is what I'm
Yeah.
saying. So what I'm saying is what about the ones that went through it? Okay, we're going to just use Kevin Hart, for instance. He was with his wife. They were supposed to have struggled. They were supposed to have done all of this. When he got the money, I really don't know the backstory. I'm just saying what people talk about. When he got the money, then all of a sudden he went with, someone else and started calling her the queen and this, that, and that. And she like, well, we used to struggle together.
Well, and so my only thing with that would be is always a flip side to that coin. If you look at Sam Jackson, his wife still with him. He was a crackhead at one point. You see what I'm saying?
But they look at it right now. I think big exclusive.
Right.
I think that when people are looking at things, they're not looking at the people that's older. They're really not. They're looking at what's going on now.
Right.
And I think that they can't get past what's going on now. The stuff that happened before, if you looked at it, a lot of relationships wouldn't be the way that they are because we had family members that stayed together, regardless of what was going on. If it was a family around the corner, if it was a family down the street, they stayed together. Nowadays, like I said, everything's so microwavable. People getting married, and within 2 years after they done had a $200,000 wedding, they're getting divorced.
Yeah, I mean, I understand that. It's just my issue be a lot of times when you have guys in that position, and let's just say, for instance, you know what I mean, real quick, life be life, and said it's not about high standards, it's about realistic standards.
Realistic, that's right.
My only thing is this. A lot of times those women you speak about, those guys leaving their day one women for be the ones OG just described, the ones who be at the finish line waiting. And if anybody ever did any history or actually delved a little deeper and looked at that second layer, or at least had a second, level way of thinking, they'll see that those women are the ones waiting at the finish line, marrying them, and then taking most of their shit when they leave. When
but
ultimately, if you, no, absolutely, it still happened. We just watched it happen to one of the young guys in the NBA. We had talked about that briefly on another show. Then my thing is this, ladies and gentlemen, you have to water each other. You have to encourage each other and support each other's dream at the end of the day. So despite her having, because he said he was working, like he definitely was working, right? But I guess she was making more and she was fitting, and it was her house. He happened to move in. Fellas, side note, don't do that, please.
Never. Never. Oh my God, never.
But more realistically, I think if you find somebody who down with you and you meet them early, try and stay with that person because they don't have the same motives as these other women waiting at the finish line. Because the way I see it, what kind of annoys me is these same women wouldn't talk to these dudes, wouldn't look in these dudes' direction if they wasn't worth millions. And I understand that women want financial security as well, but at the end of the day, a lot of times women lower their standards extremely low.
But whatever you want, you're supposed to go out and get it yourself. Like
absolutely.
You don't lean on nobody else for it. Like,
absolutely. Creamy, what's up?
But I think that's what happens. I think that's what happens now because everybody see it on social media, and it's like you could be a stripper and you could still be wifed. Not saying that strippers shouldn't be wifed. That's not what I'm saying. But what I'm saying
I wouldn't be able to do that.
Girl, but you
I've wiped several strippers in my lifetime. Thank you very much.
But
we're gonna get to that, Truth.
But you have
I'm not that mature.
that go to work every day, and then they can't. But then you see a big booty girl on a that's just dancing and doing whatever she wants to do, and she gets married before that person. Like, what is it? Like, I always try to figure out with the guys, what is it?
So a lot of times what those guys look for, and this is just my personal opinion, right? I could be right, I could be wrong. Nobody.
It's the shiny new toy thing.
It's about proximity, right? When you broke and you young, you don't have proximity to these women who look like that. The most you could do is scroll on the phone, look at them, and like the pictures. But when you get a certain amount of money, these women become available to you, meaning they can get flued out because they see the money. You understand what I'm saying? So the women you're in proximity to prior to getting the money don't look like those women. And there's nothing wrong with the women you have that's available to you in your proximity. You just have to understand what it is that you want. And you got to realize a lot of these people be young people coming into this money, and you just can imagine what you would have did if you had that money, like exposed to the women I was exposed to coming up. Like, yeah, they're going to look like shiny new toys. And yes, I'm going to lust. And if I can afford to do it, I am going to do it. But at the end of the day, we all had that high school love or that young love or even that slightly mature love, ages 25 to 28, 30, that we can probably look back and be like, damn, I fucked that up. I should have stayed with him or I should have stayed with her at the end of the day. And that's just the reality of the situation. You only can get what's in your proximity or what's available to you. And with social media shrinking the world so much, meaning you can scroll on Instagram, Twitter, or Facebook and see these women and say, hey, inbox, I want to fly you out. What you think they're going to do? They're going to be happy to get flew out. And you know what come with that. So, and they comfortable with that. They're going to
Well, the last person we know that got flew out got engaged.
With the last person we know that got flew out to Dubai.
Yeah.
Recently got engaged. Salute to Miss Sonia Carroll for getting flew out.
Sonia Carroll got flew out like about 2 months ago.
Oh, wow. Oh, wow.
And got engaged about 2 weeks ago.
Auntie Sugar, what's up? Life be life. It said, just because someone financially supporting you as you chase your dream, it doesn't mean that relationship is healthy. Somebody footing your bill with their foot on your neck is a bad joint. I agree with that as well, because, but truth be told, we don't know the dynamics. He famous enough for him to be able to tell his side of the story, right? We haven't heard, or at least I haven't heard.
I did. That's what I'm trying. That's why I came off with that one, because I did hear what she said is like I said. She said, I mean, I can be here right now and then turn around, and when he get on his feet, he will dump me and go for somebody that only wanted him because of his money. She said it. So that's what made me say that part of it.
But that's like she self-sabotaged her own relationship.
That's
because
what I just said.
Like, why would you do that with the thought that he could do that? Like, he could do that, and then again, he couldn't do that.
True. Right, exactly. At
that's
the end
why
of the day,
some women self-sabotage themselves.
Right.
Just like men do.
We're napalm some shit. Like,
I am notorious for that shit. I'm just being honest. I am notorious for that shit. And a lot of the reason I do it, I'm gonna be honest, it be completely selfish.
Because you're a crash dummy.
I be going, yeah, I'm a crash dummy. I be having hope and shit. But a lot of times it be like, yo, I really want this, but sometimes it's like when I go through something, I go into this cocoon or this shell, and because I have a problem with people seeing me in vulnerable states. Like if I'm in the hospital, I'm not calling nobody.
And there's the reason why, because like a lot of women, they weaponize that shit later on.
Exactly.
That I was getting to that because I have a problem giving people ammunition and bullets to fire back at me.
As it comes back,
weaponize that.
It comes back.
That shit boomerangs. I say that love hurt, and then that type of betrayal hurt is right underneath it, because it's like, yo, I was in a vulnerable moment. I shared that with you, and you turned around and you weaponized that against me. So at the end of the day, I have a real hard time, like, dealing with people or establishing personal or intimate relationships. I might start some shit and then I'll go through some shit and it's like, yo, I got to figure this out before I let you in. No, I'm not telling you what's going on. And that's a bad job, but I'm not telling you what's going on because I don't want to hear about it later. And at the end of the day, you weaponize it. That's going to hurt so much. That's going to be like that level of betrayal feels like you stabbed me in the back.
Because as a man, once you trust somebody with that as a man and they betray you, it ain't no coming back from that, beloved.
Yeah, like
but
it's like.
To this,
so
I'll
give you an example.
You think the women, have you ever, and like you said, even if it was younger love, have you ever had someone that you knew that was definitely in your corner that wouldn't do that? I think that we put up a shield because it has happened before multiple times. So we think that everybody is the same. So with
No,
that
but
Nah.
see,
being
the
said,
thing is,
No, but it's
Tosh,
fucked up
it'll
because
happen
like
with the person that
I
you think
can't
won't do it.
that
exactly
too.
You just
because
know
you
that
like,
she's
yo,
not
I
gonna do
can't
it,
put it
and
past
she the one
nobody
that
now.
do it.
But I
Exactly.
feel
Y'all
like I
Facts.
say with self-sabotage, I feel like, okay, let's just say I'm dealing with somebody, right? And I kind of see the traits of somebody else in that person. It's like, no, it's a wrap for
Yeah,
me because I already know where this might go. Now, I may not have talked to that person to tell them, like, hey, no, like I might say, no, I just didn't like what you did right then and there. I didn't used to do that. Now I will. And I'll be like,
yeah.
listen, this is what it is, because at a certain age, you gotta give somebody a chance and you gotta let somebody in.
I got a
And
question.
that's true.
I got a question because I just was reading the comments. Like a regular person, like, and they walk of life is everyday walk of life. How can you tell somebody they need therapy if you ain't no fucking therapist?
I think what they see is, me personally, I think what they see is things that they have seen before, like a pattern of stuff. Like if you see something in me, like I can say, Truth, you need therapy. I
Yeah.
know that he probably needs therapy. I ain't
Yeah.
got to be no, I don't have to be a
Because
therapist
you
to
know, you
know
know.
But you
If
that
know
you
him
he
don't know,
though.
needs
you don't.
therapy.
Tasha, you know him and you know his story.
But the difference is y'all know each other on a very personal
I
level.
think
Y'all
I think
work
people
together.
want people
Y'all
to
did
talk to
events
people.
together. Yeah. Well, real quick,
You
Lifey
know,
Life
we
said, Big E. That's exactly why several men self-sabotage their relationships, fear of vulnerability, and what it'll cost them. I
Right.
couldn't agree more. Lizzie said you got to have a line in your relationship that never gets crossed. You should be able to still respect that person, even in anger and disagreement. And that's just it. You don't know that until you go through that trial and that tribulation with that person to kind of figure out what kind of person are. Now, there's people out there like OG. It's not nothing he don't know about my life right now. Nothing. You understand what I'm saying? I never fear him betraying me in that manner because number one, he a man, and it's not a chauvinist thing. Is at the end of the day, we have a bond, we have a certain relationship. I trust him, he trusts me. And number two, it's not an intimate relationship. So we argue all the fucking time. I
Right.
never fear because we argue, he gonna try to expose some shit I'm going through. Like he the motherfucker to be like, yo, it's over. Why are we still talking about it? And I'd be
Right.
so distraught
Right.
because I'm so traumatized to the way arguments used to work in my life. I'm like, no, we got it. He's like, nah, I told you I'm good. It's cool. We moving
That's
on.
why I used to
And
wear mixed match socks in school, nigga. Like what?
he really mean that shit. And he don't
That's
like we've argued about a bunch of shit,
mm,
even live on the show. He never
wow.
once came back to me on some bullshit and brought the shit back up, fired it in my face. Oh, or reminded me that I was wrong. He will, however, say, I'm rarely ever wrong. And it burns me up because I be telling him the most intimate shit going on in my life. And he be like, man, listen, I'm gonna tell you how it's gonna go. And it infuriates me because I'm like, get the fuck out of it. I be holding hope. And the shit go the way he go, and I gotta come back to him and say, God damn, OG, you was right,
He's
man.
right.
Fuck, I
He's
might
right.
say fuck you for being right, but he right a lot of the times, and it be making me mad because I look at shit through glasses half full and all that. He
Uh,
be like, yo, the reality of the shit is this, and I be like, damn, man, fuck, man, and it be
Coming
so
over slowly
crazy
but
to me.
surely. You coming over slowly but surely.
I just think that when you going through something or whatever, sometimes you do have to have a little bit of vulnerability to you. You have to talk it out. And I do think that a lot of, especially black men and black women, I think that all the things that we have been through, that we do need to go talk to somebody and get another aspect of it. Because when you're talking to your friend might tell you exactly what you want to hear. Or when your friend tell you something, you can kind of be like, but if somebody that don't know and
But
only going by your part of the story tell you something
I don't,
different,
I don't, I don't like. I don't want to
you
hear
you
what I
gotta
need to hear. I
you
need to
gotta
hear the truth.
that's what
no,
I'm
what you
talking
got to
about.
do is we all grown enough to know, man. I'm sorry. OG had told me to my face or on the phone on several occasions, like, man, you wrong, man. Stop doing that. You only doing that because. and he be right. I may not want to hear it, but he be right. So you got to know your friends. You got to, like, if I go to this one, they gonna tell me exactly what I want to hear. If I go to this one, they gonna give me some bullshit and fuck my whole shit up. But if I go to him, he gonna give me his honest opinion. And at the end of the day, I value the honesty. And it's always that, not always, but sometimes it's a hard pill to swallow. Motherfucker tell me I'm wrong, and I be defiant. But come full circle, like at the end of the day, I know I'm wrong. So people like to have those yes men and yes women around them just because they like to keep getting away with the bullshit. They don't like being called on their bullshit. And the sisterhood is the worst example that you can get, because at the end of the day, and barbecue me if you want, but women will co-sign the bullshit every fucking
They had you crash
time.
right out.
They'll have you crash right out because they life is in shambles. They want your shit to be in shambles too,
Right.
on the low, or you too motherfucking happy. You sharing too much good news about this nigga. Oh, I seen him at the mall at Chick-fil-A or some shit like that with a woman. Whole time he already told you he over there with his cousin who work at Chick-fil-A. Like whatever the case may be.
Right.
But they
Misery
always
love company.
co-sign the bullshit as well. We got listeners. I ain't gonna name her, but we got a listener. No matter what the situation is, the woman
Man,
can
I'm
walk
named
up. The woman could walk up, low big exclusive head, smooth off, live on the show. She gonna figure out a way to say it's big exclusive fault. This shit is wild to me. She condone any and everything women do.
No, she just be trolling though, man.
Man, fault.
She
Bro,
she just be trolling, man.
Sometimes.
Well, I'm not like that though. I'm not like that. I'm not. I will take if the man is right, I will take the man's side. If the woman is right, I will take the woman's side. And I think Big Exclusive, you know that just as well as Truth know that.
Yeah.
I try to keep it as real as possible.
Well, Tosh, that's the great thing about it. We know each other. I'm not accusing you of that.
No. I'm not saying that. What I'm saying is not all women, are like that. You know how you got to be sometimes politically correct, because when you get to talking, people think that you're talking about all as in a whole. You understand what I'm saying?
I think we kind of established a culture on the show that nothing's a monolith and we don't speak in absolute. So hopefully the audience, understands that, because not all black people are the same. You know what I mean? Not all women are the same. Not all men are the same. Hey, Doc, what's up? Ernie OG on Demon Time. Life be life. It said you can recognize trauma if you experienced it and understand it yourself. What they say takes one to know one. Okay,
Right.
Understood. Yeah. He also said, or he or she also said, I'm not sure, y'all have an intimate relationship, but y'all don't have a romantic relationship, or y'all dynamic where one of y'all got to outdo the other, that a lot of romantic relationships have.
But you shouldn't be trying to outdo your mate. You shouldn't be trying to do that. Now you just in the race with somebody, like,
right.
It shouldn't be no competition. Like,
who wants to compete 24/7? Like,
you got to go outside and compete. So why do you got to compete in the crib?
Right, exactly.
Facts.
So we're gonna get to the male side.
But I need therapy though.
Yeah, you do need therapy.
I need therapy.
You probably do. You sitting up there looking like a time bomb ready to explode. Look, you keep rubbing that beard like, I wish somebody would say something.
I'm skating with no hockey stick, Tom.
This nigga is skating with no stick, wishing the nigga would.
I wish.
I wish they would.
All right, let's flip to the male version. One time for the one time. Again, comment as you see fit.
Wife store? What is this? Good day, sir. Welcome to the wife store. Same rules as the husband store. We have 6 floors and you can only visit each floor once. You'd like to see what we have on the first floor? Yeah, bro, sign me up. Great. The first floor has wives that love sex. Wow, that's very tempting. I wonder what's on floor 2. Floor number 2 consists of wives that love sex and they have money. That'll do. I'll take the dark-skinned lawyer over there. Hey, Miss Confident. Excellent choice, my friend. Ladies, floor 3, 4, 5, and 6 have never been visited by men. We're that simple. So for more tips, hit the plus and check the YouTube channel out.
Wow.
Now that's some bullshit.
We didn't even get a third floor. We got the basement. and we got the first and second floor.
See how the sisterhood look. That's some
And what you
bullshit.
say, Truth?
We got the basement and the first and second floor.
Because
We
you're
didn't even
not
get the
going
roof.
past the basement. You're not going past the basement. We already know your kind.
And
You
basement is
definitely
the
not
most
going past
fun.
that basement.
That's where all the fun is, and the sex.
He's a simple being. He's easy to please.
I'm
That's it.
surprised. I'm surprised the man didn't stop though at the first floor because they put sex immediately.
We that simple. We are that simple.
Listen,
We
If
don't
y'all
even
was
really
that
need a
simple,
good conversation. Just smile. You know, I don't care. You don't got to talk.
yeah, that's how you want yours. No conversation because they
Right.
don't have none.
Right. I dated a deaf chick. It was fun for a minute. We just text a lot.
He's sick.
He was text Cobb and shit, huh?
Yeah, we text.
He don't care. He don't care. He is terrible and he toxic. Truth is toxic.
I love when you call me toxic. It just motivates. It gets
Does
my
something
juices
to you.
boiling.
He is so toxic. It don't make no sense. He like that. He does.
speaking of toxic, right? And this is my thoughts. Like OG said, I believe men are simple.
To an extent.
To an extent. To an extent, Tosh, men are simple.
I'm real simple.
I think the problem is
problem.
I think a lot of men's problem is, and I'm probably gonna get barbecued, is that a lot of times women feel the need to make them something they aren't willing to become or not ready to become. If you dating a man and he's not romantic, you can't force him to be romantic and then get frustrated when that's just not in him. It's just not in him.
It's like putting makeup on the pig. It's still a pig.
You can't polish a turd. You understand what I'm saying? Not that those men are bad. And everybody's disclaimer, everybody's entitled to have standards for whoever it is that they're dating. Just understand, once you accept somebody for who they are in said relationship, you can encourage, but do not try to force them to be something on social media or in the movies or on television.
I think that at a certain time within that
Tony, what's up?
Something has to change.
Time out.
You can't change it. You can't.
No. Now, I'm not saying I would want to change them. What I'm saying is something should click into their brain. You cannot do the same thing over and over and over. And then, like, if this man is not romantic, listen.
Tosh.
Then listen. Let's hear me out. If this man is not romantic, you dealing with this man. The first thought in that woman's head is, I can make him romantic, okay?
And that's start number one. That's wrong.
Yeah, that's wrong.
Strike number one.
You're supposed to, me personally, I wouldn't stay.
Exactly. You gotta find what fits you. Like, well, you gotta find what fits you.
From the door. But in all honesty, what woman is going to want a man that's not romantic?
You got some of them out here that's like that, though.
Some women don't require that, Tosh. Some women don't require that. At the end
you got some of them out here that's like that, though.
And
they might be few and far between, but they out here.
Yeah, romantic could be giving her the $40 before it gets started instead of after.
Exactly. You got to define what romance is to some of these people, because some people never seen it with their parents, friends, or no other relationship.
So you don't think that they the ones that need therapy?
I don't think you need therapy because you're not romantic.
The person that said I need therapy need to stop drinking.
Huh?
The person that said I need therapy, I think she need to stop drinking.
Oh,
right.
Oh, she get high.
She drank a lot.
Oh wow. Wow.
Okay. But I need therapy. You need to stop going to the liquor store.
Damn.
That said, y'all really are not that simple. At the end of the day, just money and sex has never kept anyone. We as human beings need more. At some point in someone's life, you will want more. That's not what we're saying, Doc. That's not what we said. Men are simple in the fact that Things don't need to be complicated. Everybody as a human being evolves, right? Whether it comes with experience, whether it comes with age, whether it comes with trauma, everybody evolves. The thing is, you have to be able to evolve with this person. You heard the phrase, you got to meet them where they're at. You meeting a guy and you dating a guy and he not romantic and you decide to go through with it and now you dickmatized, or for men, you pussy whip because
That's on you.
she don't cook. You kind of got to
That's that red flag that you. That's that red flag you picked up.
that. You can't turn her into motherfucking Martha Stewart or Bobby Flay as a chef. You can't do that, and you can't turn him into whatever Don Juan DeMarco romantic guy that exists. You can't turn them into that.
And then hold it against them
to do that.
Right. You hold it against them like, whoa, you knew before we walked in this room that I couldn't cook a steak. You knew that.
Exactly. And then you mad because she can't cook a steak. No, sit down, keep ordering out, bro. Y'all ordered out the first 9 months of y'all relationship.
I can make you a hell of a cheat sheet, though.
Come on, man. That boy said men are simple, women are overly complicated. I think a lot of listen,
I don't think. Listen to this. If women listen,
Tosh, hold on. Do you think women are overly complicated?
Some.
I think they are.
Not all.
I think they are.
I mean, I see stuff. Maybe from looking on social media so much, you run across different things. So I see a lot of things that, that I may not have seen in my lifetime. But I mean, meaning on an everyday basis. But I do see it's like I've seen someone where they person went out, got them flowers, went out, bought them a car and everything, and they just wasn't happy. I seen other people where people took them out to just like a little sushi spot and they was ecstatic. So
that lends to the credence of everybody is different. But I think what needs to happen is we need to do a better job at dating overall. Because we all have in our mind, we all have that list of things that we want our partner to have, right? So at the end of the day, it's like, I need you to have these things. Now, you might have a list of 10. If I can get somebody who got 6 out of the 10,
man, your list could fit on the back of a potion stand.
Probably so.
Girl,
probably so.
Look, just female.
Alive.
There we go. Men are simple.
Y'all like that Big Exclusive Network T-shirt?
Yes, I do.
Right there on YouTube. Get you some merch. But
listen to this. Can I ask you this? If y'all
please.
So simple, and I've seen this. Just somebody was giving this person everything that they wanted. Why did this person go out and cheat?
Because it's in his biology as a man.
Right. We just go. That's just our DNA.
Let's just think for a second. Let's just be honest and let's pause here. You said she was giving him everything that he wanted, right?
Everything that he wanted.
How would you ever know that? How do you know if she giving him?
No. They was talking about it. No, I'm just going by what they were saying. Meaning, I can't say because I'm not in their shoes. But
that's what I'm saying. You never know.
But listen so you're trying to tell me that men have never went out and cheated and was getting everything? It was something that was missing, like you said. If the person got 6 out of the 10 things,
imagine the relationship.
That's just me. OG might need 10 out of 10. Tosh, you might need 8 out of 10. I understand, but we're talking about 1 out of 10.
4. Give me 4.
You might need 4 out of 10.
0 out of 10. He just got to be.
And then at the end of the day, is where you at in life, though.
That plays a huge role in it as well.
He might not been ready to just have her and nobody else.
I honestly think if you take cheating out of the equation, men and women will be together forever. I think that's what it would be. Like that's the major reason why relationships break up. So if that wasn't in the equation,
I'm gonna say money nowadays.
Money?
Money.
But money more so in marriages, though.
And you got to think about it like this. Depending on your tax bracket, some women okay with you cheating.
Yeah,
they're okay with it. Some men is okay.
If you can pay to play,
if they
turn out to cheat.
I know a girl right now the guy she was dating wanted her to go out and sleep with other men and then tell him about it.
Nice. I
So
like
at the
that.
end of the day, it's all different shit going on out here.
My
It's
stomach can't handle
2024,
that kind
man.
of stuff. Like I
It's
wouldn't
What
be
you
able to do
gotta
that.
do, man, is you gotta find somebody
Chicks
that's
heal like
willing.
Wolverine when the money right. They will heal.
When
Listen,
you got plenty of
you wanna
$40,
cry
you
in
I'm
the
can do
out the
Bentley,
whatever
or
door.
you
you wanna
want.
cry in the Bentley. It's up to
I'm out
you.
the door.
Mm-hmm.
I'm out the door. I'm sorry.
Right.
And see,
I'm too
that's you.
worried
That's your
about my
preference.
health. I'm too worried about my health.
When you got money, your whole conversation and attitude changes. Okay, when that six-figure check hits your bank account, the way you talk to females or talk to your partner can change, and it can change for the worse or the better. But it just makes you like a lot more aggressive. Like if you want to have a threesome, like I'm gonna say me for example, I've know people who've done things like that. Uh, uh,
And your backsliding days, right?
No, now. It is back now. Shit. I
thank you,
gotta
Dunkin'
hear all
Donuts.
these stories with him. He calls me up and stuff. Oh yeah, I got it. It's like 6 of them here right now.
Oh, they in
Yeah,
here.
yeah. I'm
They
gonna
in
have to.
here.
I'm gonna have to
Man,
do what I have to do, and I'm only giving 3 of them $40.
All right,
Truth,
all right.
Truth then invited me to some legendary parties I absolutely refuse to go to because I know what be going down. And
I
I'm
went
just
to
not
one.
prepared for that. I'm
I
not
went to
prepared for it.
one.
The
I
I
nigga
just
hosted
invited
one.
me. He said, big exclusive. I'm throwing, I forget the lady name. Matter of fact, I don't want to say it. It maybe so. Truth probably don't care. He's
He'll
probably
say,
making money off this shit.
good.
But he like, this is the biggest bukkake in the history of bukkake. I'm like,
Right.
what the fuck is that? And he explained this shit to me, and I'm like, no, Truth, I can't come to that.
I hosted one. I hosted one of his shows. Listen, I walked through the door.
I'm
This
gonna
is
send you
no
the
Truth,
lie.
video, Big Exclusive. I'm gonna send
I
you that video.
walked through the door. When I walked through the door, the dude like, yo, excuse me, you gonna have to pay. I said, pay for what? He was like, oh, and your clothes come off now. I said, who? He said, your clothes have to come off and you have to pay. I said, let me get this straight. First of all, you want me to pay you
I
and
was
take
so
my
proud of
clothes?
Tosh that night. Oh, I was so proud of her.
I was confused.
So
So
did you get the money up or did you get naked? Which one of them you did?
neither. And I walked in. What the fuck?
I was so.
I'm here with Truth. I'm hosted. He like, oh, okay, because normally any girl that walks through the door, she gotta get naked and she gotta pay.
Damn.
I said, you, and then it was a girl coming behind me. She was basically like taking off her stuff and she was paying, and I couldn't. I'm like, I gotta pay you and I get.
yo, Truth told me one time.
He is vicious.
He said
He
big
vicious.
exclusive. There's gonna be 20 strippers there. I said, okay. He said, you can have your pick.
Of
said,
whoever
okay.
you.
Or whoever you want. And he said, the only thing is, and I don't want to finish the rest of this. This nigga is a legend. He had like he sent me pictures from a party one time. And I'm looking like, Truth, how the fuck? I'm like, wait, what's going on here? Like, how the fuck? Boy is a legend, man.
No,
Ain't
I'm
like
gonna give y'all even one better.
Underground. And these parties ain't promoted.
No.
They ain't on Facebook and Instagram and all that. You gotta get the flyer sent to your phone if you
You gotta be in the know. And
right.
the crazy thing is, those parties were promoted by the Philadelphia Police Department, and that's why we never got shut down. You know, because the sergeants and lieutenants were the ones collecting tickets at the door. So it gave me the authority to feel free to talk and do whatever the fuck I wanted to do. You know, what you gonna do? Because what, you gonna lock me up? Because the cops at the front door taking ticket money.
The party that I hosted, Truth said it before we went to the party, he was on my show. He said, we're going to put a cell phone in a girl's vagina because they couldn't cuss on my show. It was too vulgar. He was too vulgar. We're going to put a phone in a girl's vagina and she's going to push it out. So I said, oh, okay. I'm thinking that, it's just that, when the girls were fighting to put the phone in their vagina, I knew it was a problem. Listen, they had the big one. It was bigger than this, a galaxy. The ends of it was square. It wasn't even rounded. The girl and her mother, because her mother was stripping in there, was fighting to put the phone in there.
And that reminds me of remember the mom and daughter thing we did. The mom, I got a rope. It wasn't a thick rope. It was a rope though, like a little bit thicker than the shoestring. And I measured it out. I walked it from the front of the club to the back of the club, and I rolled it into a circle. I ended up sticking that rope up her ass, all of it. And then I had one guy walk it to the other end of the club. So one was in her vagina and one was at the other end of the club. I didn't get any pictures of it, but that was probably one of the most top 10 legendary things that I was able to pull off.
Angry OG, do you see what I mean? How did I get linked up with this?
Bro, that's tame. Like you hear the other stories. As a matter of fact, I'm gonna get Truuf to do I'm gonna get Tosh and Truuf to do a members only.
Put me at the front.
A members only. No, it's gonna be a show for our members only on the YouTube page. So make sure y'all join right now. Just hit that join button and join.
Oh, but wait a minute. Let me tell you one more thing. After they put the phone in the girl, everybody had to get quiet. They cut the music down. They called the phone about 4 times because when whoever called the phone and she pushed it out and answered it, they was the ones that won.
They won tickets to the big Super Bowl party, And that was it, man.
The phone was vibrating and ringing in her, and she jumping the whole time because she trying to push the phone out, but the phone is square. It don't have no curves. So she pushing it out, not pulling it with her hand. She's actually giving birth to the phone.
Now, Luke, when he used to come to Philly back in the day, he put me on a trick. He put me on a trick with a light bulb. He said, Truuf, I want you to take the light bulb and I want you to put aluminum foil around the end, and you're going to get the girl. You got to get her excited. And most of the times it's about money to get them girls excited and get her to start, juices to flowing. And I did that. I got $100 for the girl. I said, just lay back and just enjoy yourself. And I want you to just get into the moment. And he said, once you get the juices flowing, take that light bulb and just touch it on the tip of her clit and let it slide down a little bit, and that light's going to power on. And gosh damn it, if we didn't try it for the whole night to get that light bulb to power on. I'm about to send you the light bulb picture that I took from that moment so you can post it on the Patreon page.
Do y'all
see I'm dead.
What I have to go through? They were stopping me
wild.
on the street asking me, Tasha, like, what's up with you? Or Tasha, talk that stuff that you talk on your show. I'm like, I'm outside.
Yeah, that is a weird thing that I guess most people who do this can relate to, because they like most places I go, Tosh, Truuf, OG, I'm quiet. Unless I'm hosting something,
right.
I be trying to blend into the background. You want no attention. That ain't how you be on the podcast. I tell motherfuckers realistically, I'm shy. They be like, bullshit, the way you be acting on that show.
It's an intro version. It's intro version that we have, and people don't explain it because I'm the same way. But, you put that microphone and put me on stage in front of the right folks, right situations, and tell me I could just do what I want to do. It's a wrap. And then immediately after I'm paid and the show is over, I don't want to talk to you. I don't want to interact with you. It's just going to be like, yo, what happened to that guy? Well, that guy is a whole different monster from Tony, because DJ Truuf is on his own tangent. I can't control him.
I used to come down because it was points that, I would come down because I just wanted to see. Like, either I had something to do at the studio or I would come down. Like, it was a bunch of reasons for me to be there. And I used to come into the studio, Truth would be there, and at the time, Malcolm would be there. And first of all, Malcolm is the weirdest fucking guy I ever met in my life, man.
He
I
Yeah,
would
played the
see
shit
this
out of you
nigga.
before.
I would see this nigga every week at Truth Show, right? We dap it up. It's all love.
and
It was a show at Hibachi, and he was hosting. I get to Hibachi, this nigga act like he ain't never met me a day in his fucking life.
yeah.
I said, nigga, you won't do that sucker shit to me again, motherfucker.
That's why he got fired on his day off.
Yeah.
Malcolm
I
is a goofball for real, man.
That's why he
But I
got
would go
fired on
down
his day
there,
off.
and Truth would be in there. We would be chilling. The first time this shit happened, I'm like, this nigga is different. Cause I walked in, we busted it up regular. Truth always bought a drink, a bottle of something. Yeah, just have a drink. I mean, he'd be so subdued, so quiet, so just chill. He laid back, he grew into the music. Music was always playing. Man, that motherfucker say we live. It's like this nigga transformed into a different human being. His tone changed, his energy changed, his cadence when he talked changes. And the funniest shit in history, I wish I had this picture. I was looking for it to put it on the show tonight. The nigga on the Halloween show did the Ric Flair with the motherfucking hair and the blood coming down his face and everything. Most epic shit I saw in a long time.
He did the whole show like that.
Did the whole fucking show like that. Good times with our family at PCRadioLive.com, man.
Yeah,
Good
and
times.
the crazy thing is Malcolm wasn't the first person to get fired on his day off. PC Radio is epic for being the first station in history to fire 2 people on their day off. And the first one was
He wasn't the first.
Huh?
He wasn't the first, as a matter of fact.
Pooch was the first.
Pooch Man. Yep.
Right.
Yep. From Power
And that
99,
was
Pooch Man.
Yeah, that was legendary because I was on his coffee and burnt toast and coffee show in the morning, and I was gearing up to do the mix, and they went to a commercial at about 11:35, 11:40, and I'm like, oh yes, when we come back from the break, I'm in the mix. They came back from the break about 15 minutes later. It was the longest break ever, and it was just Sidney the Same and Warden, and Pooch Man was no longer on the show. And I was like, what in the hell just transpired in the 15 minutes?
Fun fact. The nigga, when that happened, he tricked me. The Warren called me, said, yo, big exclusive. You know what I mean? Pooch Man, he out of here. I need you to come take some pictures for me.
Right.
So I get down there. I'm thinking it's a whole new host and a whole new show. And he told me he was like the Crush and Roll morning show. And I'm like, all right, cool. I come down, I bring all my equipment and shit. He was like, yo, I'm gonna need you to sit down, like look up some news real fast. He was like, just sit right there, look up some news real fast, find some stories real quick, you know what I mean? Just banner was said, like, I just need you because Pooch not here. Nigga, I sat down, never left that seat. That was my very first job in radio, was the Crush and Roll morning show at PCRadioLive.com. He tricked me into doing that show. Next thing you know, I was there. I was part of the show. That shit was mad fun. I learned so much. Salute to the Warden. That nigga, he tricked me. Like, it wasn't no out the frying pan into the fire. It was, nigga, you going into the fire ASAP immediately.
Right.
Like y'all did me.
He's a genius. He is a genius. That radio thing
the same way.
That radio thing is just in him. And I love him for being that.
I said, I thought we was going on 2 weeks. They was like, oh no, it's tonight.
My
so
man,
you told me to come down here an
building.
hour
Kurt,
early
what's up?
for tonight.
Yep. So he saw the vision in me, and I always will salute him for doing that back in, I think it was maybe 2013, 14. It was just a quick meeting of the minds. And before I knew it, he said, listen, you don't have to sell yourself to me, Truth. Pick a day and a time, and it's yours. And that's how I basically started my journey into PC radio. And here we go 10 years later, and we're the biggest cast of characters that ever was put behind the microphone, and the guests.
Truth,
and
you left a lot of stuff out. The Sneaker Villa, the DJ of the Year, the Coast to Coast.
Well,
like, you left a lot of stuff out, bro.
I got an inbox from one of my day ones, and I always like to talk about my history and what I've done, and from 1994 I got the resume. This is what I did. But in 2024, he said, listen, Truuf, this new generation don't give a fuck about what you did 10 years ago. They don't really care about what you did 5 years ago. They're not even researching you to see what you did last week. They want to know what are you doing today that's going to include them into whatever they're trying to put together. So now I'm at a point, I once in a while I show off, I put some stuff online just to remind the people who I am. But if you don't know, the history of me, hey, maybe I'm not even supposed to be talking to you because you're out of my league. But the people who do understand the brand and understand the impact that I've had, with between Sneaker Villa, Nike, Reebok, Converse, all these corporate brands. I got a jersey and I got the USA Dream Team uniform from Kobe Bryant from a trip to New York I made, where I was so close to this team that I could see Kobe's nose boogers, and he gave me this uniform, and people wouldn't believe that kind of stuff just happened to me on a daily, because I'm such a humble dude. Like, I'm just a dude that I just love to see other people win. I love to say, Tosh, listen, this is what we're going to do. And for people don't even know, for a whole year, we just talked about a show. But in that year, we developed the brand and envisioned it, and we got write-ups in magazines as being the most popular podcast on the internet. We didn't even have a fucking show. We got the branding done. We were top 140 on Apple Podcasts. We didn't even have a show. So by the time we actually sat down and said, now we're ready to go, it was like a love fest. And people say, well, how? Damn, it just seemed like everything just happened so fast. Nothing happens fast, because there's so much work involved in the back. Even while I'm sitting here today on this show, I'm doing 5 different things to make sure that by the next time me and Tosh talk tonight or tomorrow, it'll be 10 things I've done to make sure that we're solidified on where we need to go. So coming up this quarter is and I want to start getting a little sensitive, because I'm actually talking to Pebbles while we're on the phone on the podcast here, and I'm getting kind of emotional. But I just want to, in 2024, be an empowering voice for other podcasters. I'm retired now. Thank God I was able to retire from corporate America 25 years ahead of schedule. They want you to retire when you turn 70, 75. I got out the game 25 years early. I'm so excited I can just sit home and just focus on whatever I want to do and be able to pay my bills until the rest of the time. So thank God for me putting in the work and getting out, being a young man who just thrived off of working and just being a part of situations that were going to be successful. Even if they weren't successful, I got the Donald Trump syndrome. You got to learn how to spin it and make sure that even in the failure, it becomes a victory, and be able to take those victories to the next level and next level and the next level. So in empowering other people now, I just really want other people who hear this podcast, who see us in social media situations, to, first of all, respect your OGs. Okay. You have to stop. When Killer Mike won these Grammys, I see the internet buzzing like, who the fuck is he? What? Well, apparently he's somebody. So before you show your ignorance online and talk about how he's irrelevant because he just won 3 Grammys, he's got to be somebody. Do your research. Okay, in 5 seconds, Google me, Google Tosh, Google Big Exclusive, Google the Angry OG, and say, hey, those guys are fucking winners. How can I be down, or how can I learn from them? Okay, because to get a private conversation with me, it's not going to happen. Okay, unless your PayPal is on point. Your cash, I don't really like Cash App because they track it too much. But I'll send you the invoice. If you want to talk to me for an hour, it's going to cost you. And I'll sprinkle game all through your frame and make sure you're a winner just like me. So, coming into this
sounded like E40, I little sprinkle game.
He said, I imagine the Donald Trump wig. And Truuf had the Donald Trump wig.
Yeah.
He came dressed like Donald Trump one time.
I got a
Yeah,
wig too.
You
yeah.
do?
My man changed a wig.
Bro, I don't even have the picture loaded anymore, bro. I don't even
What with
have
him
that
with
shit.
that wig?
Yeah. Listen, right quick, going down March 9th, Melanated Vibrations is celebrating their 1 year anniversary. Dom is bringing in Dana Hutchins, Melissa Rosario, all master level clinical mental health specialists. March 9th, 7:30 sharp. General admission is $30. VIP tickets is $50. VIP ticket comes with the catered food, drink, and a swag bag. Everybody who comes to it is going to get a glass of champagne as a toast to a celebration for 1 year anniversary of Melanated Vibrations on the big exclusive network. Make sure you grab them tickets now. If you need tickets, just inbox me. But you can see on the screen, there's the Cash App, Zelle, and Venmo. Take a screenshot right quick. Next week, we're going to be giving away some tickets to that. So make sure y'all locked in. If you're not following us on social media, follow us on all social media. That's the big exclusive network on everything from TikTok to X, Facebook, Instagram. Everything is the big exclusive network. Make sure you follow us. And for the members who already joined the big exclusive network on YouTube, you will get a vicious discount on your ticket. Just let me know. Look at that, Lizzie. You don't have to ask. I'll inbox you. You are a member. You got the green light. So you'll get a discount on the general admission or VIP ticket, whichever one you want. Just let me know. And last but certainly not least, y'all should know that March 9th is a holiday. It is a national fucking holiday. It's your boy Big Exclusive birthday. If you didn't know, now you
Is that your birthday,
know.
March 9th, too? Wow.
That is absolutely my birthday, bro.
Wow.
That's absolutely my birthday. And I bring it up because this birthday is kind of wild. Like, you know what I mean? For no other reason than Melanated Vibration is celebrating their 1 year anniversary on that day. And then I have a completely separate event. And I don't want to get too mushy about this event.
It's his 60th birthday party.
It's 60.
I want to whenever you kick it off, I'm a tag team in with you because I think this second event that we're going to kick off on March 9th.
Go for it, bro.
When it was presented to me, I had to step back for a second and say, wow, to get a call first from my guy, Big Exclusive, and for him to say, listen, I got a situation here that, is touching to my heart. And it's been on my soul for the last 2 weeks now. And, I said, I'm going to make this announcement for this second party on the show tonight. But you bless me with the opportunity of the opportunity. It's just going to be called The Opportunity. And I consider it to be the biggest opportunity in my entire DJ career. First of
this
all,
one is different, bro.
This hits home different, y'all. It hits home different.
Wow, it's taking a long time to say.
He has a really good friend that he's been, his entire adult life been friends with, who is going through something that, most people, could never imagine, okay, could never understand the weight of this on one person's shoulder. She is a beautiful spirit. She's a beautiful woman. And from what I've done my research on her, even up to tonight, I'm talking to her as we speak. She in her life was hit with a battle that she's not going to win. Okay. A lot of times we keep the prayers going. We keep the hope alive, but she's not going to win this battle. And because she's aware that she's not going to win the battle, she didn't take the approach to say, you know what, because I know this and it's already sort of written out, I'm just going to give up now. So in the last 2 weeks, she's been given maybe a 3-month situation to get some things together, to finalize some things. So in planning her own funeral, I mean, and I want you guys to picture this. Maybe you younger folks don't understand the gravity of that situation being placed in your hands, but the gravity of being tasked to plan your funeral. I want you to think about that and think about how it would destroy you from the inside or bring you joy in the inside for the life that you've led and lived up to this point. So this is why it's so important every day to do something special, to not be out here being a devil to the streets, being evil, doing malicious things to other human beings, because that comes back to hurt you. Because when things are placed in your lap that you can't control, imagine now you have to plan your own funeral. But it's the exact opposite for this one. She's a beautiful spirit, and she's got a beautiful family. She's lived a beautiful life. And on March 9th, I was tasked with the duty of being the DJ for what could be her last hoorah. Okay? And I've never been a DJ to do a lot of repass and things like that. I always felt uncomfortable because you never know how people are grieving. But I know in the lovely Pebbles, in her planning her situation, that this room is going to be filled with probably more love than you've ever seen or felt in your entire life. And I just want to first of all thank you, Pebbles, for giving me this opportunity to be a part of this situation for you. And I'm coming in with the DJ Truuf Show that you have never seen before. Okay, this maybe the last 30 years of events that I've done have given me the strength to be able to get on the ones and twos and grab that microphone and guarantee that you're going to take into the next life, into the afterlife, the greatest feeling that you were loved on this planet and that people loved you today, tomorrow, and forever. So I don't want you to be sad. Could be sad, but it's not. I'm glad that I'm a part of this, and I'm glad Big Exclusive dropped this opportunity on my lap, because just a year ago, 2 years ago, I remember sitting on the internet in February, and I put a post on Facebook, and I was ready to give up on my life. I was ready to give up. And I was in tears and I was emotional, and it's been a rough 3 years for me. And I have some very good friends in my network, and those friends called me. One of the friends, I'll say his name. I like to give props. Street Lotto and CeeLo Green, Mr. Norris Barkley, prayed with me and told me some things that I needed to hear in that moment. They told me, Truth, take that goddamn video down off the internet. And we're going to put some good positive spirit in your heart. And they prayed with me, and they prayed for me, and we prayed together, these grown men. And I knew that there was a reason why I wasn't allowed. The streets wouldn't allow me to give up on my life. And I think it was for this very moment today, or for March 9th, for me to put all the energy I have into making sure that Pebbles, the beautiful spirit that she is, goes out of here on wings of glory and to have the most fun she's ever had in her fucking life. And I just want to thank you, Big Exclusive, for giving me that opportunity to make this announcement, because it means a lot. It means a lot to me. And I don't want to get all emotional on this, but I just been waiting to get this off my chest, because it really means the world to me.
Yeah, man. Pebbles, like Truth said, I known Pebbles most of my adult life. Beautiful young lady, beautiful spirit. And when I got the news, I was crushed. But what I absolutely adore about the Big Exclusive Network and our family. We don't have fans. We got family. Adopted from my PCRadioLive.com family. When I asked y'all to donate, y'all showed up and showed out, right? And after I did that show that day, I asked you guys to donate. She called me the next day and was like, "Yo, wow, I can't believe y'all people showed up like that." I'm like, man, when I tell you at the Big Exclusive Network, it's a family, I mean that shit. And y'all showed up and showed out. And then maybe a week later, she hit me, was like, "Yo, this DJ is bullshitting me, giving me the runaround. He canceled on me because he found out the kind of event it was." And I was like, man, I got the perfect person for you. He built for shit like this. I called DJ Truuf. I hit him in the inbox first. Said, "Truuf." He said, "Yo, bro, what up?" I said, "Yo, I need you to call me." He called me. I told him what was going on. And he was like, "Word, I'm in. Don't say no more. Don't worry about it." And because of you guys, I'm able to cover the cost of the DJ because of y'all donations. So one, I appreciate everybody who tuned into the Big Exclusive Network. It doesn't matter if it's Melanated Vibrations, the Big Exclusive Podcast, the Ant Money Experience, Sex Parent, Fat Gene Activated, you know what I mean? Even the replays of Unlatched. I'm super proud of the love that y'all showed to my friend who only has 3 months to live. And like Truuf said, I can't, and I'm gonna try to keep this brief, but realistically, imagine being told you don't have much time and nobody's around you strong enough to do what needs to be done, and you end up having to do it yourself because ultimately you want it done right. And this woman has the strength and the fortitude to plan her own funeral, write her own obituary, and go out the way she want to go out. She said, "I want to party."
Right.
And I looked at her like, and she's actively on hospice. She said, "I want to party. I want to make sure you come. I know it's your birthday. I know you got another event, but please show up." And she was like, "Help me find a DJ." Put one call in. Truuf said, "Man, say no more. I'm in." Connected them through the inbox, and none of this would be possible without the love that y'all showed. And y'all forever got my gratitude. Truuf forever got my gratitude for showing up and saying, you know, "Yo, I got your back, bro. I'll do it, no problem." But it's because of y'all and the family atmosphere that we create over here at the network that we was able to make pretty much. And it may seem trivial to just get a DJ, but at the end of the day, you really, honestly, made somebody's last wishes come true, in a sense.
Right.
So be
And
proud of
she's
that,
sending me
man.
over
Like,
her playlist right now. I'm like waiting on her playlist to come over.
yeah,
So we
like
can.
everybody who locked in every week, y'all know who y'all are. I don't want to name names because I don't want to forget anybody. Charge it to my brain, not my heart. But just know that, yo, without y'all, this shit would not be possible. And I'm super, excited to be able to have come to y'all with that, and y'all actually respond. Y'all don't know that, like, that really mean the world to me. She still has her GoFundMe up. Y'all know how Final Expenses is. There's always something that's going to pop up. I'll get the link to y'all. I'll post it tonight. Or if you want it, because I don't want to force feed it down nobody's throat. If you want it, just reach out to me and let me know you want it and you want to make a donation. Excuse me. I'll send you the link and you can do so. And we definitely going to switch gears for a second. We're definitely going to switch gears, but I definitely want to tell y'all how much I appreciate y'all. And first of all, everybody on the network, I can't forget that. Tiffany Ann, Dominique, Adaris, OG, Topp Fliight, Ant Money, Nikki, JK, and Phil Brooks. Everybody that's like the engine to make this shit go. Angry OG. Like, Angry OG is my right hand, my partner in the business. And at the end of the day, like, none of this shit go without everybody participating. And we always looking for new shows. You know what I mean? We always looking to bring in new shows. Like I said, if you have a show idea, hit me up. TheRealBigExclusive@gmail.com is the email. But take the opportunity and just appreciate life. Just stop for a second. We all got shit going on. We all got shit going on. We all got bills that's going to come regardless. my mom passed away, and them motherfucking bills still kept coming in her name. And I'm like, this is fucking wild. Like, you know, take a second, appreciate the people in your life that love you, that respect you. Take a second to smell the roses, to appreciate, even if the electric bill is the light, whatever you got going on, fuck all that. Take a second to appreciate the fact that you still breathing and you still get an opportunity to get up tomorrow, if you blessed, to try and do it again and get it right or make the situation better.
Right.
Loved ones you got, man, make sure you get every opportunity you get. You talk to them. You tell them, I don't give a fuck if y'all mad, y'all arguing. If something happened to that person, you know how devastating that's going to be. I'm mad at you, but I still love you at the end of the day.
Right.
So just take that for what it's worth. Appreciate the fact that you got an opportunity to get it right. Tell the people you love that you love them, even if you're mad.
And that's the easiest way to break the ice when you're having those situations where there may be distance, and I'm going through that with my immediate support system. The first thing I tell them is that I'm so mad at you, and then you follow it right up, but I love you. And whatever animosity or hatred or ill will, it starts to break down with those 3 words. I love you, regardless of what we go through. So, make a point to do that.
Right. So now we're gonna we just one last thank you to everybody. Thanks to Tosh and Truuf for being here tonight and blessing the podcast. Like, I this was supposed to been happen though. Like, I actually wanted y'all to do a takeover, and y'all probably still will do a takeover of the podcast where me, OG, and Flight get out the way, and we just turn all control over to y'all, and y'all take over the show on a Tuesday night.
Right, and we're planning our official new season. After we talked about after Ramadan, and then Tosh has a huge trip, a 4-day Washington D.C. takeover that's going to happen from the 26th to the 29th. And I don't, like you said in the early part of the show, exclusive, unless I'm DJing an event, it's kind of weird when I'm the oldest dude in the club. I had my birthday party at Chrome a couple years ago, and I looked around. I wasn't DJing. I was just there on the list, and it was just a bunch of 19-year-olds just dancing with each other, girls with the girls, the guys smoking hookah at the bar. I don't understand that logic, that dynamic at the clubs now. But I forced a bunch of 18-year-olds to buy me a drink, and after the drink, I just left. I just left out. I just
let me just say this.
That's not how our parties are, and I'm not
not your party. I was just saying, like, your party is the party I want to come to. Because
you wouldn't have felt like that.
I'm about to give it to him, Tosh. Just let me cook for a second, fellas. Y'all see Tasha, right? Y'all see her. Fellas, it's a bunch of her friends that look just like her. Okay?
Just like
keeping on the down. But if you follow her, Muy Caliente Tosh, she got some pictures out there with her squad. She rolling with all hammers. Okay, they all back. Now, again, I joke. I don't like being an old nigga at the club. But at the end of the day, Tosh parties ain't no young ratchet parties. They is for the grown. And
sexy.
It, all them motherfuckers is sexy. I'm telling you, just go stalk her page for a hot second, and you'll see what I'm talking about. Because I almost reached out to I almost called Styrofoam, like, Tosh, who is this? I almost called her. I said, check yourself, BE. Like, you got to do better. I got to do better. But her and I think it's Cole, what's her name? Cole Hands?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
Oh, my Martin shit, Tosh. Hook it up. You know what I mean? But no, I told y'all in the beginning of the show, Tosh do stuff and people show up. That's why she had her own show. That's why her and Truuf got the airwaves all crazy. That's why when she throw parties, them Jones be packed. I talk to Monk. I know. So the next draw, I'm the crate man. I'm coming in with Monk. I'm carrying the speakers.
Well, it was so the first thing that we did was a fish fry. So it was just like, hey, let's just do a fish fry. So we end up doing a fish fry, and within like 2 weeks, 400 tickets were sold. So we went and got more tickets. So we went and got 100 more tickets. They sold out. Those 100 tickets sold out immediately because now everybody was trying to get the tickets. So I said, you know what? Instead of trying to even beat people in the head, let's keep it the same price at the door so that everybody can come. No parking spaces at the place. So when we added and tallied
And
up, it was
Bluebrook got a
almost
whole shopping mall. Let's be clear.
yeah.
It's a whole shopping center outside.
So
of
all of that was filled up. They were parked all up and down. It was a very good time. No trouble, no drama. So then we had planned another party. Why? Because we kept getting calls and calls and calls. So we planned the denim experience. When we were about to have it, everybody started getting sick from that flu. In the interim of that, I got a phone call while I was driving. I was over Jersey. I'm driving, got a phone call. The guy was like, hey, can I speak to Tosh? I'm like, speaking. I'm like, he was like, yeah, I heard that y'all gave this party, this, that, and that. I want you to get on a ticket. I want y'all to get on a ticket with us for this DC party. So I'm like, what you mean? He's like, it's a whole weekend thing. I'm like, all right, well, I'm like, so my homie, my partner was sitting right next to me. So so we put her on speaker. So I'm like, well, who is this? So he was like, I got your number off of Instagram. They can't see the number, but he dialed it. He was like, and I just want to know. So we went to the meeting. We seen that everything was cool. So yes, that's April the 26th through the 29th. It's 4 days. I can't mention the people's name right now, but we do have some, because they making the drops right now to put out there. But we have some major people that I think a lot of people would like to see there. And I'm talking about like real
I almost let the cat out the bag when I was putting that commercial. I said, you know what? Zip.
But you can't right now. You can't let the cat out the bag.
Right.
So, and it's 4 days. So we having the meet and greet. From the meet and greet later on that night, we're going to a party. Harlot. Then from Harlot, the next day we're going to have an all-white party. After the all-white party later on that night, it's going to be that very big special guest. I mean, you done seen this person everywhere, blowing up the internet. But then we're going to go to Barcode. From Barcode, the next day we're having another party. During this whole event, the whole weekend, we're going to have nothing but celebrities there. Meaning it's going to be celebrities. It's going to be celebrities in each party that we're having. It's a big event, and the crazy part is when we came in as the 2 females, because we're the only 2 females, the 2 West Side chicks. That's what they call us, because we did that big party. When we came in, we told them they wanted to make the party $250 for 4 days, which is not a bad price if you ask me.
Not for 4 days, it's not.
But with us, we got them to take it down to $150.
Major key alert.
That's not the kicker. The kicker is now, if you want to, I'll give everybody their tickets for $100. It's not even about the
major key alert.
We want everybody to party.
Major
everybody
key
to be
alert.
able to get down DC, be able to get their rooms. And if you're not driving, we have 2 buses leaving from Bluebrook, and we have 2 buses leaving from Bananas Bar.
Major key alert.
That's 4 buses. If you want to get on a bus and if you want to buy a ticket, and if you want to buy the ticket for 4 days, it's only $200.
Major key alert. You heard her.
So we doing it to, and that's not even including, we are still having the denim experience. And the denim, if you want tickets to that, because we're going to do everything after Ramadan, because Ramadan starts March 10th to April the 10th,
right.
April the 9th, April the 10th. We're trying to figure out what day we're going to have that denim experience. And this time, even though when we had the fish fry, they had to open up the other side because they didn't know that many people was coming in.
Oh, yeah.
We do have a video where it shows everybody just filling up the place. So we're going to do that. We're doing the VIP side. We're doing the regular side, which everybody is VIP. Very important people. That everybody is VIP. It's just that if you want to go over there and eat and drink all night for one price, you can. And we're trying to see if we're going to have it at a nice enough time where we open up the whole parking lot, because they did that too, where they took half of the parking lot and opened that up.
And that's going to
But we
be the
had enough
official
people
launch. Tell
when
them,
we
Tosh,
counted.
of the
Yeah,
new season too.
yeah. And when we counted, it was like almost 700 people there
Hey,
at our
can I do
party.
something real quick, Tosh? I had to get this out the way because the candle's about to burn my fingers. I want to say happy birthday to my guy Q Deezy. It's his birthday, and I said I would do
Happy
it live for the
birthday.
whole world to see because I got the cake and everything. So happy birthday, Q Deezy,
Happy
from
birthday.
your boy, the truth. All right.
And then, as far as as far as the season goes,
Nigga about to
was
burn
hurt.
this.
Truth was hurt, and Truth had his neck broken. We ain't gonna get into all of that, but Truth's neck was really broken. And so people think that when we say it, we just joking because he plays so much, but it was. And we still tried to get things done, but then we had to put that to a halt because he was going through litigation. And through litigation, so we had to stop. He couldn't even be on the radio. That's why he doesn't even have his page anymore. Because they were following that page and saying, if you can sit up in a chair, then you basically, you know what I mean? You can't get this. So we had to stop it. So it's going to be a launch of that. And we were in the talks of the Lace and Stiletto show coming back.
So what are we talking? Are we talking syndication? What are we
No, we
talking?
talking about live, baby, live.
On my live.
I'm
Everything live.
talking about being syndicated to the big exclusive network. What do you mean? I know it's going to be live. Excuse me. I'm the one who gave you your show.
But you left me.
Okay.
But you left me.
Here's the thing. You was ready. You was ready. It was. You had no more points to prove. You was throwing the numbers. You didn't need me. Like, that's my job. See, I tell the shows over here at the network, right? I say, when somebody comes knocking on your door, no matter what network it is, take it and run.
Yeah.
You're not supposed to live here. I need everybody to keep taking those steps to elevate. All I ever ask for is when I call you to pick up the phone. That's it.
Well, I done picked up plenty of times. I done been
and
on
you
here.
always pick
Truth
up.
was not
you
on here
always
yet.
pick up.
But what about this hot seat thing? Because we only got a couple of minutes left. What's this hot seat thing about?
All right, so here's the hot seat. Ladies and gentlemen, it is time for Tosh and Truuf to get on what we call the goddamn hot seat. Now, what the hot seat is the audience and myself ask you guys questions. They can ask you anything you want. We trust in you to tell the truth because we want our people to get to know you and make sure, side note, make sure as the show is about to launch, y'all come back and let us know the date, the time, the hour, where they can watch it.
Absolutely.
Send me promo material so I can make sure I promo it to our audience because y'all family at the end of the day. So, ladies and gentlemen, right? Please, he definitely had this conversation with me last week. Yeah, and I don't be bullshit. So drop your questions in the chat right now for Tosh and for Truuf, and we're gonna get them on the screen and we're gonna get them to answer. If our bullshit meter go off, y'all know we either stop the cat or we hit the bullshit, okay? So now, ladies and gentlemen, put your questions in the chat right now. Now, see, with me, because I know you guys, it's hard for me to ask you a question without feeling like, you know what I mean, I know too much. So I'm going to just be on some general shit. I'm going to let the audience ask the tough questions. I'm going to be on some general shit, okay? Now, Tosh, Truuf, relationship status.
Single.
Single.
The motherfucker said, He said,
sometimes.
The fat Faison liar.
I spend $40 sometimes.
Bro.
I think I'm in a relationship.
Tosh was confident. She said, single, nigga. Single as a dollar bill.
Single.
Get them questions in the chat. Now, Tosh single, Truuf single.
Single. Single.
So, question. If your ex, right? Let me just put it on the screen. Because we could do that. And that's always much more fun so the audience could see it as well. If your ex had to make a t-shirt based off how your relationship ended, what would the t-shirt say?
A bloody mess. With a trench coat, with a trench coat, like you just see your body, somebody running down the street, like in the dark, like Batman, but it's a trench coat and it's bloody, and it's a bloody mess, and that was the end of the relationship.
Damn. All right, Tosh.
I can say if he said it, it would basically be because it was my doing and my calling, meaning I was going through some things, and like you said about being vulnerable and everything like that, I just felt like people didn't want me like around. You know, when you have everything going on for you, you know, and it's not that I had a job, I had the money and everything. I just wasn't where I normally am mentally. Like, you know, people not used to me being sad. They used to me being upbeat all the time. So when you show that part, it's like they can't handle it. So I think it would be like if it was a t-shirt, it would say lonely. Because I know that that's probably how I made that person feel. And when I left, I mean, I did, you know, I didn't apologize to them per se, because to me now they're like Casper the Friendly Ghost. I don't see them, but that's no bullshit. But true story. But yeah, I think it probably would be lonely. I think I was lonely or hurtful, because I think I left them. Like, I think they didn't know it was coming. You know, I'm a person that just does it. I sat and I thought about it all day, and I let it, and I thought about it, and I thought about the good, and I thought about the bad, and I tried to do things that I didn't normally do, which is walk away. That's easy for me. Walking away is easy. That comes second nature.
Right. So let me ask you a question. When things got better, why didn't you spin the block? Because something happened. Because you're like, a motherfucker's cash.
I'm gonna tell you why. Because when I did leave, I came back and I said, like, you know, like, apologize for what it was and told. And it was kind of like like they brushed me off, as to say, you know what I mean? And this was my thing. Y'all give everybody else the benefit of the doubt, but when it comes to me, it's like a motherfucker like, oh, I want to hurt her. You know what I mean? Like, I think they come out to seek and destroy with me.
Yeah.
And I don't know what it is. I don't know if it's like she confident in herself. I don't know if it's I just don't know what it is. I just feel like it's like, oh yeah, man, F that big. You know what I mean? That's how I feel. I be feeling like that. So no, I was not. If I would have tried to spin the block, like I said, by that time they had to said some things. So when they finally called me, you know, and tried to like talk, I'm like, who this? You got the wrong number.
Oh wow.
And I meant it. And you know, sometimes I don't mean stuff like, you know, I don't want to hurt people's feelings, but at this point it was seek and destroy. So that's why I can say lonely, I can say hurtful. That's what the t-shirt would say.
All right, keep the questions coming. I see them, y'all. I'm gonna get to these next two, and then I'm gonna bring in y'all questions. So keep the questions coming for Tosh and Truuf. Y'all literally only got 5 minutes to get them in, okay? So here's a question. What's your advice to the person who is secretly crushing on you?
Be you. That's it. Don't try to be nobody else, because when you try to be somebody else and then you come to me and then now all of a sudden a couple of months down the line I see something totally different because you can't hold on to that person that you pretended to be, I have a problem. Now you got to go. I don't give second chances no more. I'm done. I'm too old. I'm almost 50 years old. What I'm gonna give a second chance for? I don't know how long God got me on this earth.
Right.
Hadia said, well, I always loved and looked up to you, Tosh. I still do.
I love you, boo.
All right, keep the questions coming. Truuf.
Yes.
What advice would you give to somebody secretly crushing on you?
What advice would I give? $40. If they're secretly crushing on me, then I don't know who the fuck it is. So you have to, first of all, make yourself known. Slide in my DMs on Twitter, okay, on the private Twitter, and, you know, send me some nudes. And, you know, don't put your face in it. Just send me some nudes and tell me to guess who it is. Make it a game. And if I can guess who it is, then just come sit on my face, and
Damn.
and we'll see how it goes from there.
You don't want no
Y'all
paperwork.
don't understand what I have to go
clean?
through. This is what I have to go
It's
through.
disease free, bro.
Well, I'm on prep. I've been on prep for a couple years, so I'm good. I go to the doctor every couple months. So, I would hope that your
First
body count
what's up?
wasn't as high as
right.
mine, but
Here you go. Last one from me. If a man smashes homeboy side chick, is that disloyal?
Yes.
No.
Unless they agreed upon
it. Yeah, I mean, at this point in 2024,
because a lot of times they be loving their side chicks bad.
Is it okay to say I love you to your side chick? Or to your side
they say it all the time.
They say it all the time. God.
You do, don't you?
I've never did that. One time.
Off $5 from the 40.
One time I did say, listen, before you get here, I said, before you get here, I want to ask you something. I said, while we're in the mix and right before I finish off, I'm gonna tell you I love you. And she's like, oh, okay, that's cool. She's like, come on, pay me first. I was like, all right. So I know it's real. So I know it's real.
All right. Idea has a question.
Yeah, it's 2024, man. I don't have time to be stressing. I'm a full-time porno director now. So, I just got to keep it moving. I don't want no relationship that's going to take me off my dean. I told you last week.
I went from nudie to face sits. Man, don't listen to him. Go ahead. What's the next question?
Oh, God.
All right. Hadia wants to know, she said single, but do y'all want to stay that way?
No.
No.
I want a partner that's going to be my real rider. Like we can communicate about everything. We have a total understanding about everything, and I don't have to hide anything.
I don't want a liar. I think that people that when they deal with me, that they have to be somebody that they're not, and they don't, because I'm down to earth. They don't.
Right. All right. Let me piggyback off that real quick, because we only got a couple minutes, and we can go over time, but I don't want to keep you guys too long. I know y'all got prep and all that. So, are you guys still dating the same type of people that didn't work in the past, or are you guys kind of giving different kind of people an opportunity?
I gave a different person an opportunity, and this person wanted to come straight out the gate like he was goddamn who can I say who's a billionaire? That's how he wanted to come out the gate from the door, and I'm like, I don't need all of that. Like I want that. I could do all that for myself. Not saying, I wanted a man to be a man, but in the same token, I wanted you to know, like let them know you don't have to do this. I'm easy breezy, beautiful cover girl. I swear I am. And people think that I'm not. And I want them to think that, because then that gives them that hey, I want them to be able to do it, but I don't want them to think that they have to do it on a daily basis.
Right, because we just regular. We chill regular.
Right. All right. Last one is for DJ Truuf. No, it's for both of y'all.
Okay.
Right? Truuf and Tosh. If your last relationship was the title of a movie, what would it be?
Caligula.
They don't know what the fuck that is. You're so irky, yo. What is wrong with you?
Oh, they don't know it. They don't know about that big exclusive.
That movie came out like so long ago, bro.
He's showing his age.
I was 6 when I saw that movie.
Exactly. So how
I was 6,
and they most of them probably wasn't born yet.
Oh shit! All right. Well, Google Caligula, and it'll change your life. CALIGULA, Caligula.
I would advise.
All right. So in the current,
because if you do a Google search, some other shit probably gonna pop up. Okay.
Exactly. Right. Messing with
truth. Listen, do it in a private window. If
exactly.
You're gonna do it, do it in
incognito window. Right.
And turn the light down on your phone.
and then delete your cookies and stuff when you're done. Okay.
You definitely got it.
Tosh, if your last relationship was a movie, what would it be? What would be the title?
I Love Jones.
Love Jones.
Love and basketball. I can say that because I mean it started off real good, and you know how it got to the point where it kind of got like rocky.
Classic. I like that.
Look at that motherfucker go right Caligula.
He helping people out.
He is really helping people out. Y'all is crazy.
Hey, listen, man. Listen, Truth, Tosh, I had fun with y'all tonight. I hope we get to do it again. I'm really excited for the new season of the Very Disrespectful Show with Tosh and Truth. We're going to talk behind the scenes because I definitely want to get some other work done. It's about time we kind of collaborated a lot more often.
Right.
Truth, I appreciate you taking that DJ job for my folks.
Yeah.
Tosh, that Philly to DC joint. Shit, I might figure out. I might be on the bus or something, man. I might need to
So the buses stand down there for 4 days, or how's that work?
The buses they taking you down and they bringing you back.
The same day or
no. For you staying the whole weekend.
So we get a hotel room for the 3s, and then we got a bus ride coming back.
Monday.
Gotcha. Okay.
Yeah, and your boy about to have my days taken away, so this might be the perfect opportunity to do something for myself for my birthday. I originally planned on going out the country, but that didn't quite work out. But that sounds like a nice time, man. I might want to be a part. Plus, I know Tosh, which means I'm gonna have like now. Don't get me wrong, I'm paying for everything, okay? But I'm just saying I get to hang out in like the VIP section with Tosh and her folks. So I might figure out how to make that happen, man.
And then when we drop of everybody that's coming, we had to we was going back and forth. That's why I was looking down at the other phone. We were going back and forth, making sure that everything was cool. So, because some of these people want some real major money to come and sit. We got to, they want some real
major parents' fees get crazy.
Yeah, they get real crazy, but that's about to get posted. So if you are not following me, you can follow me at Muy Caliente Tasha on Instagram, and it's the same Latasha Muy Caliente Crawley on Facebook. Anything that you need, anything that you want to ask me, even if you need me to do something for you or you want me to post something for you, just reach out to me. I will do that. Because you are from the Big Exclusive Show, just let me know if y'all want something like for me to what is it called? I can't even get the word. Promote. I couldn't even get it out. If you want me to promote something for you, just let me know that you're from the show and I'll promote it for you for 24 hours free of charge.
Man, Tosh big time. She get paid to post shit. But she pick up when I call.
So just let me know. I mean, I did just do something for someone, and I was only, I only normally do a set price for 24 hours, and that's just it. And because I told him, hey, I'll do it, and I actually did it for 3 days. I think it was 3 days that I did it for that one price. He did tell me that he got a lot of engagement and everything from it. I try to tell him what to do. And if you're trying to get your page and everything up and running and stuff like that, I can give you some steps and some tips.
Wow. Tosh, I'm going to send you a little gift pack from, all the people, all my vendors.
Oh, well, thank you. I love a gift pack. Thank you.
And I want you to show some love, to their pages, to their products.
Send me all that information and I'll post it and do all of that. We can talk about it behind the scenes.
I like body butter too.
Truth. It goes without saying that when you showed up to the party, I was already going to have a bag for you.
Look at body butter.
Figuratively and literally, bro. I was going to have a bag for you.
This was OG.
So hold on, Truth. You know me. Do I take care of my people? Everybody who listens to the show right now get a test.
Oh, you've always done that for me.
I've always done.
I slide down the block at 3 a.m, like just pick it up. It'd be by the windowsill, by the door.
I can even pick this stuff up. I don't even need you to ship it or nothing to me. I can come pick it up from you.
Well, whenever you ready, I'll inbox you the address and you can slide whenever you ready, Tosh. And how I like to end every show is I like everybody to have a final thought. It doesn't have to be about anything we talked about tonight. It can be about whatever you want, But I look at it like this: it's an opportunity to leave a message for the world, a family member, a friend, that's archived somewhere, because this is automatically saved. You know, once it hit the internet, it stays there forever. So I like people, give people an opportunity to say whatever it is they want, whatever is on your heart, even if it's a prayer, it doesn't matter to me. Like, I want you to, you know, that's how I want you to, you know, whatever you decide to do for your final thoughts. But that's the way we like to end the show.
Right.
And ladies are always first. And, you know, we like to give beautiful people more time on screen. Truth, the fact of the matter is we hit, bro. And she the most beautiful thing. So we
I
gonna
always
give her
told her
some
Beauty,
time.
if it was a situation between Beauty and the Beast, I'm gone. The show, you know, I'm gone, bro.
Listen, I already know, bro, because I'm in that same boat. Tosh, final thoughts, please.
One thing I do, I want to say, I want to give my prayers to, what's her name, Pebbles.
Pebbles,
Yes.
yep.
I want to give my prayers to Pebbles. I had a girlfriend that we met in 2018. We worked together, and she fought cancer, but she beat it. Today she's celebrating her 39th birthday. Happy birthday, Tisha. But my thought is to love on who loves on you, and be open-minded to new things. Don't keep doing the same thing. And if you're in anything toxic, just get out of it. We don't know when tomorrow is, if tomorrow is promised to us, you know. So just live life, try to live life to the fullest, and just be happy with who you are. And if you're not happy with who you are, pick up the phone and talk to someone, but talk to someone that is going to give you the best information, not just what you want to hear.
Right.
Tosh, thank you so much.
I
I
appreciate you.
love you
I
for
love you.
being you, for being like my big sis, for always picking up when I call and always bringing light to wherever you go. I super appreciate you. And like I said, we're going to do more in the very near future. Truth, let's go, bro.
Well, just like in my high school yearbook picture from Central High School, win if you can, lose if you must, but always cheat. If you get caught, admit your mistakes, own up to it, say you're sorry, and learn from it. But if you don't get caught, you know, keep at it. I want to say to all the people who have been supporting me in this journey into my retirement from corporate America, to my family and friends, my secret angel society. You know, I can't say I made it on my own. You know, people say, "Oh, you know, I was strong enough. I made it." I wouldn't have made it to be on this big exclusive podcast today if it wasn't for people who demanded that I never mention who they are. But to you guys and girls who made sure I ate, made sure I had a place to stay, made sure that my bills were paid, and I was living, you know, like a regular human being while I was in so much pain and agony. I want to say thank you. I will never forget you. And, you know, I will always salute you wherever I see you. Okay. There's no animosity. I want you to say to my family and friends, I have no ill will towards anyone, no matter what you may have done, or I have done, or we have done to each other. At this point in the game, I love you. And I want you to be the best person you can be, even if it's not with me. I will never talk about you. I will never soil your name. And I would ask you to do the same. So in moving forward, I want to say congratulations to my best friend Troy and Elijah for inviting me to the Dominican Republic in September. And I want to thank everyone who have been subscribing and being a part of my ulterior movement on the dark side, which has been more of a fun ride than I could ever imagine. And hopefully that'll be the ride that'll allow me to buy my motorhome and drive across the country and live life, enjoying life until, you know, there's those last final days. So March 9th, I'll see you, Pebbles. I'll see you, Big Exclusive. And once again, live life every day like it's your last, because you never know. It's the DJ Truuf Show, the experience. And my experience, let it be your experience to always strive to do better than you did yesterday and be better than you were yesterday. And that's the truth.
Thanks, Truth. I appreciate that. So I never end the show without saying, Kayla, Cameron, I love you. My girls are growing up so goddamn fast. They're interested in wearing their real hair now. So they went to the salon today, and they got their hair washed and primped and ends clipped so that they whatever they do to have them have healthy hair. And they wearing their natural hair. And it struck me as they walked through the door and I saw them for the first time with their natural hair, how fast life goes. I used to they used to sleep right here. They used to be able to fit right here and sleep on my chest. And for a while, Kayla couldn't sleep any other way. Cameron came along 2 years later, same thing with her. And I just remember how little and innocent and precious they were. And they're still that way. I'm super proud of them. They're both honor roll students, very intellectual young ladies. They both like eclectic things because I encourage them to explore whatever it is that their heart desires. But it just reminded me that life goes by so fast. Death is eternal. Ain't no coming back, right? So we here for a short time. Now, my advice and the way I want to end this show, and salute the Pebbles for her courage, her resilience, and her strength. What I wanted to say in closing was just as simple as this. Figure out what it is that makes you happy and do that shit. I don't give a fuck what it is. If it's podcasting, if it's parasailing, if it's bungee jumping, if it's reading, if it's writing, if it's acting. We live in a world today where you do not need permission to do shit. If you want to create a television show, you could do that shit. They have YouTube and all other free outlets. You want to create a podcast, your own radio station. There's information out there. If you want to model, I don't give a fuck how you look. I don't give a fuck what the industry standard is. If you want to do that shit, do it. Do whatever makes you happy. Be damned anybody who got something to say. These people don't feed you. They don't clothe you. These motherfuckers don't even check on you nowadays, okay? So fuck their opinion. Their opinion don't matter. Live life on your terms, okay? Live life on your terms. That's all I wanted to say. Last but not least, I'm super blessed to have some pretty cool people in my life. Y'all seen two of them on the show tonight. Y'all seen other guests on the show. And at the end of the day, always try to be a blessing, all right? Always try to be a blessing, because when you try to be a blessing to somebody, those blessings come back to you tenfold. So do me a favor, live life on your terms, try to be a blessing to others, and fuck people's opinion, all right? Big exclusive. I'm signing off.